Hello, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Victor once again. It's another day, and we have another scholarship. So, if you're new, thanks for joining us. Where have you been? There are lots of opportunities on this channel, and make sure you subscribe because even more are coming your way. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. Different opportunities, masters, PhD, and sometimes even bachelors from all over the world. So, subscribe if you've not done so already. Today, we are still in the UK talking about postgraduate opportunities, and specifically, we're looking at the Deep Mind Scholarship. This scholarship is present in at least 5 to 6 universities in the UK, and some of them are still open. So it is true that a number of universities or a number of scholarships are closed already, but fortunately, some of these scholarships, Deep Mind Scholarship, still open. So we'll check the eligible courses together, how to apply, what it covers, and every other thing, and try to put in an application as soon as possible. Because, as I said, most scholarships are already closed, and this one is also coming to a close. So, let's begin without any further delay. So, we're looking at the Deep Mind Scholarship, and as the name implies, it's mostly about courses in computer engineering, artificial intelligence, and things like that. So, if that's your area of interest, I think this scholarship is for you. And as I said, some of them are closed, some of them are open. I'll be looking at the open ones and see how we can apply as soon as possible. So the first one we're looking at today is the Deep Mind Scholarship at Birmingham. Deep Mind Scholarship at Birmingham University. And a quick description of what it covers, both for EU overseas students and also UK students as well. And I think there are about 6 scholarships every year. So look at what it covers quickly, quite generous. So this is for UK students and this is for international students. So for international students, it is worth over £50,000. That's a lot of money. And this is the breakdown. You get international fees of over 27,000. You get maintenance grant of close to £20,000. You get extra fund for conferences and every other thing, over 2,000, and you get relocation expense of close to 2,000 as well. So that's a very generous offer, I must say. So how do you apply for this scholarship? You have to meet one of these eligibility criteria. You can see them here. Read them quickly on your own. And of course, you have to apply for a course in, you can see here, MSc Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning at this university. So you have to apply for this course. And when you're given an offer and your application is good enough, that's the application you put forward for this course, MSc Artificial Intelligence. If it's good enough, they send you an invite to actually apply for this scholarship. So it's written here, once you have received an offer from our central admissions office, you will be sent an email with a direct application link in order to apply for the Deep Mind Scholarship. So you first have to apply for this course, and then you're invited to apply for the scholarship. And the scholarship deadline is on the 4th of June, less than a month away. It means you have to put in an application for this course as soon as possible, and make sure you get an offer. And then, hopefully, before the 4th of June, you'll be contacted and you can put your documents together, apply for the scholarship. So you're racing against time. I think you should start as soon as possible. For those in the UK, they have a further deadline in July. But I assume most of you are international students, so your deadline is in June. So it means start applying now because it takes a while before you get an offer, like 2 3 weeks, and you don't have that luxury of time. So you want to start as soon as possible and try to get before 4th, and hopefully they send you the link to apply for the scholarship. So that is Deep Mind at Birmingham. So let's go to Queen Mary. Queen Mary, University of London. So DeepMind also here for a number of courses around artificial intelligence, computer science, machine learning, computer games, and also quite generous, I must say. You can see here to cover tuition, whether you're home or international student. Quite generous as well. Living stipend, travel, grant, and equipment grant. Quite interesting. There are 5 awards here. And the deadline is the 5th of June. So how do you apply for this? Check the criteria. international students or home students, or minority, a female, black. Just check the different minority groups. And then these are the master's courses eligible for the scholarship. We've talked about this already. So what do you have to do? You have to apply for the course and then fill this form as well. So there's a form here you have to fill if you're interested in this scholarship. And then just answer basic questions on why do you want to be considered for the scholarship and why did you apply for this course and things like that. We've talked about most of these essays already on this channel. So look at our essay videos and we have you covered. But then you have to come with an offer, a copy of your offer letter. It means you have to apply for one of these courses early enough and get an offer before the deadline. That's before the 5th of June. And then you fill this form, your offer letter, this form, you see your offer letter, the scholarship application form we looked at, and your CV. And your CV should be sent to this email address. Should be sent to this email address. You can see it here. And the outcome will be announced on the 31st of July. So if you're interested in this, please also rush, go for it. Do not waste time. Grab it as soon as possible. So let's look at it at Imperial. Imperial College, is it still open? For Imperial, you need to have an offer before the 26th of May. This is almost impossible because this video would likely be out on the 18th and you have just 8 days. It's almost impossible to get an offer within just 8 days. So let Imperial go for now. But the good news is that it is an annual scholarship. So if you miss the deadline this year, you can always go back next year. Still very generous, as you can see. Full tuition, living stipend, equipment grants, travel grants. There is also one here for a PhD as well at Imperial. But I think the deadline as well is already fast approaching. I actually announced this scholarship about 3-4 months ago for those who have been here for a while. So for them, it's not actually quite new. But if you're coming for the first time, it might come as a surprise to you. And that's why it's good to stick around because many more are coming. So you won't be caught unawares by the deadlines. Let's go to Edinburgh. Is Edinburgh still open? Unfortunately not. Edinburgh is also closed on the 30th of April. That's fine. The good news is that it's an annual scholarship. You can always come back and yes, let's move on. Let's see. So this is it's called Windsor Fellowship, and I think it's at UCL as well. And then let's check for the deadline quickly. So these are the eligible courses: machine learning, AI, data science, computer statistics, robotics. We can see the amount here. It covers full tuition. You have the maintenance grant of 18,000. You have extra 2,200 for conferences, and you have 1,700 for equipment grants. And what does it say here? Okay, submit for an offer for this one of those courses, and then you also apply. There's also a special application form as well to fill, and the deadline is also on the 5th of June. So I think you would also need either an offer, a full offer, or at least a student number at UCL to access this form. So if you do not have an offer, you do not have a student number, it will be difficult to access this form. So it says here that you must submit an application to a relevant UCL computer science course. And before applying for the scholarship separately, you will be required to provide your UCL student number as part of your application process. So I do not know whether you get this UCL number when you finally get an offer or you get the number just when you apply. So I'm not very sure. And if it is when you apply, that's good news. You do not have to wait to get an offer. But if it is when you get an offer, then it's a little bit more complicated because you want to try to get an offer on time before this date so you can submit this extra form for this scholarship. And I hope that is clear. So this is another one at UCL as well. And I think this is mostly for home students because it covers just home fees as well. I think so. This covers just home fees. So for home students interested in this scholarship, I think you should go for it. So this one is also at UCL. It covers neuroscience, deep mind in neuroscience scholarships. So covers tuition, maintenance, the just similar amounts that we've seen before. And you can see here for home fees alone. The others cover both international and home fees. And this is just for home fees. So I hope this was useful, guys. In case this is your area of interest, machine learning, computer learning, AI, robotics, I think you should go for this scholarship and put in an application as soon as possible. As usual, the links of all these scholarships will be in the description box of this video. I hope this was useful, guys. As usual, we cannot wait to celebrate you. Look at the varieties of scholarships we have on this channel. So engage with the materials already provided, and I would see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now.